Gautami, come in video mode. I'll have to come in video mode. Yeah, it's audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I'll take remaining points on this third unit of service marketing, that is customer defined service standards. Okay, that is discussed already in the first unit only. That is what is that gap 1, gap 2, gap 3, and gap 4 of service quality standards. Okay, so on the basis of that, it becomes very easy for you to analyze what are the gaps are there, and how as a service marketing manager they need to take decision with related to the gaps. Okay, then you know already, no need to discuss that types of customer defined standards in that hard measures, soft measures, then again process, then what are the challenges and what are the demand patterns are there, then after that what are the factors influencing demand, then common types of constraints facing services. Okay, then what is that optimum versus maximum use of capacity, then what that capacity means, types of capacity planning, lead, lag, and match strategy, what are the steps are coming under that. Okay, so what are the strategies for matching capacity and demand, and what is that exactly waiting line management I discussed. Okay, so up to here I completed in yesterday class about waiting line management introduction and waiting line problems I completed. But in today's class, I want to start that what are those waiting line strategies? Okay, for the purpose to maintain a good waiting line in that particular organization without boring to the end user. Okay, what kind of particular logic you need to implement in the operation time, so how you are going to operate that. Okay, as an employer of the company. Okay, how you should take care about the customers. Okay, what are the strategies you need to implement. Okay, so those are coming under the waiting line strategies. Employing operational logic. Okay, how to operate that logic you need to maintain to the organization, that logic which should respect to without harming to the customers, without wasting much more time on that particular any fund. Okay, so without checking the patience of that customers. Okay, you need to run smoothly. So employing operational logic plays a very important role. Second, reservation systems. Instead of waiting in line as a customer, okay, whatever online reservation systems are there, okay, whatever reservation services those are given by the organization, you need to provide such a kind of particular services to the end users. So that reservation systems includes maybe online system, maybe timing, maybe date. Okay, everything that should be very clear to the customers for the purpose to take that kind of advantage. Then third one, differentiating waiting customers. Okay, one who is having more work, one who is having less work, right? Maybe depend on what kind of particular work is there. Okay, so depend on that you need to differentiate the waiting customers, and in that only, if there is a more work is there with the customers, take an example, you have to make some waiting funds or at least tolerable. So this is what those are the major strategies that are coming under the waiting line strategies. So next point is very very important, that is yield or revenue management. Is there any differences between yield or revenue management? What is that revenue management and what is that yield management? Yes, anybody from this class? Yes, Shrutika, Shrutika, Veena, come in video mode, Veena. All have to come in video mode. Otherwise, I'll put you absent, huh? Pradeep Gauri, Vishaka Shinde. Veena, tell me, what is the difference between yield management and revenue management? Yes,
Sir, I don't really know.
you don't know. Dhanasri Bide,
Yes, sir.
tell me what is the difference between yield management and revenue management?
So revenue management is the overall strategy, sir.
Revenue management is the overall strategy. Then what is that yield?
So yield is the actual price.
Yield is the price. No, Vishaka Shinde.
Yes, sir.
Yes, what is the difference between yield management and revenue management? Please
So I don't know the
take down
exact
some
meaning.
two lines. Please take down some two lines related to what is that yield and revenue management. Very important for your exam point of view. Okay, revenue management involves predicting. Revenue management involves in predicting. Revenue management involves in predicting consumer behavior by segmenting consumer behavior consumer behavior by segmenting markets consumer behavior by segmenting markets forecasting demand forecasting demand and optimizing prices for several different types of products optimizing prices for several different types of products whereas whereas yield management refers whereas yield management refers specifically to maximizing whereas yield management refers to specifically to maximizing revenue through inventory control revenue through inventory control. Yeah, this is what that major difference between yield or revenue management. Yield is what are the market segments are there, what is the need of that market segment. You need to forecast the demand of that particular product, how you are going to set that prices to the product that is coming under the revenue. But yield management is for the purpose to, okay, enhance any revenue, how you are going to control your inventory, how you are going to manage the inventory of your product. Okay, that is coming under the yield management. Revenue is depend on the demand, what kind of products you have, how you are going to segment the market, what are the needs of the market, what are the needs of the customers. By analyzing these all points, okay, by selling such a kind of particular products, what you are going to get that in the form of money, that is coming under the revenue management. Yield is for the purpose to, okay, get more revenue. Okay, what you are going to maintain that inventory of your particular products, or maybe it may also called as what you're going to maintain that stock in your organization for a purpose to sell those particular stocks to end users on the basis of the season, on the basis of the need, on the basis of the orders. That's coming into the yield management. Yields are the in the form of products. Okay, so when there is a yield, there is a revenue. When there is a inventory, okay, on the basis of that you will get that particular orders, then you are going to sell that particular product. Here both yield and revenue is somewhat similar, but the thing is majorly it is depend on the yield is totally depend on the product inventory, what kind of particular units of products you have. Depend on that you need to sell those particular products, then you will get that revenue. Okay, so this is what the major difference between the yield and the revenue management. So next point is, that is, yield management is a variable pricing strategy based on understanding, anticipating, and influencing consumer behavior in order to maximize revenue or profits from a fixed time limited resource such as airline seats or hotel room reservations or any advertising inventory. As a specific inventory focused branch of revenue management, yield management involves strategic control of inventory to sell the right product to the right customer at the right time for the right price. This process can result in price discrimination, in which consumers are ready to buy that particular goods or services are charged different prices. See what I mentioned here, very very important for your exam point of view. That is, see, yield management is how you are going to control your inventory. So depend on the season, depend on the need, depend on the orders. Okay, what you are going to sell, maybe there is a price discriminations are also there, depend on the consumer tastes. Okay, price discrimination is going to happen even in off season and in season also. So depend on that. Okay, how you are going to sell that particular product. Okay, that's called as yield management. How you are going to maintain that inventory. Suppose take an example, sweaters. In actually in what particular season you are going to wear the sweaters? Yes, Dhanasri, or any jerkins. Take an example, Dhanasri Bide. All have to
Yes,
come in
sir.
video mode. Yes, Dhanasri, tell me, which particular season you are going to wear that sweaters? Unmute speaker. Huh?
Yes.
Which particular season you are going to wear that sweaters?
Winter.
Then what is that exactly according to you, that yield management and the revenue management? See, I already mentioned that price discriminations are there. When will you get more particular revenue as compared to usual what you're going to sell? When there is a season, in off season, okay, maybe prices are different. You will get cheaper price particular products. Yes or no? So that's what this is, the yield and revenue management. Yes, Narayan Acharya,
Yes, sir.
tell me, what's the difference between yield and revenue management?
Sir, price discrimination, sir. Charging different prices to different customers.
So that is correct. But what I am asking you, what is the difference between yield and revenue management?
In revenue management, the company focuses on turnover, sir.
Revenue management. How you will get that particular revenue management?
Like they just focus on selling more units, sir. They don't focus on profit.
Okay, means you are going to focus on the units of production, right?
Yes, sir. In revenue management,
But in yield management,
in
what
that
do you
they
mean by
focus on
yield management?
profits.
What do you mean by yield management?
Sir, it's confusing, sir.
Huh?
It's confusing, sir.
I given already some more lines related to that. See, revenue management is totally depend on the market segmentation. So on the basis of that, how you are going to fix that prices and how you are going to sell those particular products, maybe in off season and that in the season. Then whatever you are going to get that particular amount in both the seasons, you will get that revenue management. You will get
Mm,
that revenue. But yield management is for the purpose to sell your particular product. You should maintain that this one inventory. You need to maintain that inventory control.
like they will
Means
sell
product
only on the
uh,
hello.
Huh?
Sir, in yield management, they will sell only on the seasons which has demand, right?
Not like that. Not like that. See, maybe there is a off season or maybe there is a season. Take an example. But you have to maintain those particular products as an inventory. That is
Okay,
what
sir.
yield management is. For the purpose to get profit, for the purpose to get revenue, what you are going to maintain those stocks in your factory. That is what the yield is. So
Okay,
on the
sir.
basis of the how much yield you have, how much production of units you manufactured, how many number of units you are going to maintain in an organization, that is coming into the yield management. So depend on the yield only, revenue management is dependent.
Okay, sir.
That's what inventory control is there in the yield management. File in revenue management, by analyzing the market condition, by analyzing the need of the market segments, by analyzing your competitor pricing, what you are going to get that particular amounts in the form of profit. That is called as revenue management.
Okay, sir.
So lot of differences. Okay, please try to understand that yield management and revenue management. But here both that goal is same or objective same, that is making more profit, either yield management or revenue management or profit management, or making more money to the organization. Got it? Next, that is,
Yes, sir.
what are the conditions for yield management? Why we should follow some conditions for the yield management? Why we should maintain such a kind of yield to our organization? That is, there is a fixed amount of resources available for sale, no doubt. Okay, for the purpose to sell any product. Okay, there should be some fixed amount of resources should be available. Then second one is, that is, that the resources sold are perishable. There is a time limit to selling the resources, after which they cease to be of value. That different customers are willing to pay for a different price for using the same amount of resources. Maybe if you are going to buy in off season, you will get that product in a cheaper way. Then if you are going to buy that particular product in a season, okay, you need to pay more. So depend on that. Okay, as an particular service marketing manager, you need to follow that, how much particular yield of a particular manufacturing of that product or units of a product you're going to manage in your organization. You need to follow that. Then what is that exactly the yield management process is? Here in yield management process, there are majorly 4 points are there. First one is, that is market segmentation. Then second one is, that is price management. Third one is forecasting demand. And fourth one is, that is inventory allocation. These are the major 4 points those are coming under the yield management process. Then what is that market segmentation? How are you going to segment the market? Yes? How you are going to segment the market? Yes, tell me. Akhila,
Yes, sir.
tell me what are the points those are coming under the marketing segmentation? Come in video mode.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, segmentation, sir, it can be done on the basis of the age groups,
Huh?
sir, and cultural segmentation can be done,
Huh?
sir, and
Market segmentation, I mentioned many times,
yes,
that
sir.
is psychographic, geographic, demographic, behavioral.
Demographic. Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
depend on that. Okay, by analyzing the market segmentation with respect to all these four, okay, how you are going to segment the
Yes, sir.
market. So on the basis of the requirements of these particular segments, on the basis of the requirement
Yes,
of these all particular, maybe behavioral, maybe psychographically, means how they are going to think about the product. Okay, demographically,
yes, sir.
geographically. Okay, how you are
Yes,
going
sir.
to segment the products into various. Your belongs to
Yes, sir.
which particular segment? Suppose take an example, you are going to manufacturing any one product. Take an example. Means as a
Yes,
marketing
sir.
manager, as a service marketing manager, you should analyze that first. You are belongs to which particular market segmentation. How you are going to segregate your product to the market. Where there is a more need of your particular product. Who is your target customers? Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
on the basis of by studying these all, you need to maintain that. You need to control your manufacturing process. Once you aware about this manufacturing process, it becomes very easy for you to maintain that what is that getting of raw material procurement system.
Yes,
Then you are going to start
yes,
that manufacturing, then distribution channels, then warehousing, right? Then wholesaler, retailer, then end users. So on the basis of this, okay, you need to maintain your products availability. You need to maintain that all the products for the purpose to sell. Then second one is, meanwhile, you need to concentrate on price management also. As compared to your product, who is your competitor? You need to analyze that, and what kind of season is there. You need to analyze that also. So depend on that particular season, depend on the time, depend on the quantity, depend on the quality of the product. Okay, you need to fix that particular prices to your product. Then third one is, need to analyze the future coming demand to your product. Yes, within this year, okay, on what particular month I need to sell my particular product, to whom I am going to sell. You need to forecast that. What kind of demand is there? Okay, how you need to create that demand, how you need to promote that particular product to the market. What are the strategies you need to implement for the purpose to sell your product? How you are going to make it to profit? Okay, so depend on these all points. Okay, you need to concentrate on that. 1 minute. Rohan Patil. Rohan Patil. I'll take some major decisions, no doubt, especially in this semester. Huh? No doubt. Okay. So on the basis of these all points, okay, you need to forecast the demand of your product and inventory allocation also. Already you have maintained your inventory for your organization, okay, for the purpose to maintain that demand to your product, for the purpose to supply such a kind of product on the basis of the orders or need of the particular product. So you need to sell those such a kind of particular products on the basis of the orders. So this is what, okay, need to maintain your product with respect to all that market segmentation, price management, forecast demand, and inventory allocation. These all are the points coming under the yield management process. Then first one is, what is that then market segmentation? What I mentioned to the class before, the first step in a revenue management program is to define the various segments of the market for the service. Then one can design ways in which he or she can charge different prices to the different market segments. Okay, a practice which economists refers to as economic price discrimination. Okay, the objective is to need to analyze the market and increase the revenue by market segmentation. Then second one is, that is price management. That is, price management is nothing but it is the revenue management, has been seen by some researchers as a form of price discrimination. the application of the different prices for similar products to different customers groups. No doubt there are a number of different customers are there, then how you are going to set that as a price and how you are going to maintain that equality. So that is up to you. Demand for service is managed by raising prices during periods of peak demand and discounting prices during periods of slack demand also. So what is that exactly? Forecasting demand. Once the market has been segmented and the initial rate structure has been put into place, the other elements of revenue management come into play. Then whatever the strategies you need to implement, you need to start that some strategies to reach that any forecasting demand also. Then inventory allocation, limiting or shifting the availability of certain products or services according to consumer demand in a specific period is important for revenue management. Companies should sell their products before expiry date, otherwise it is worthless, no doubt. So whatever you maintain that inventory in your organization, before that any expiry date, you need to distribute such a kind of particular products to all your customers or to the wholesaler or retailers. Then they will take care about your particular product. The objective of revenue management is to allocate inventory among the price levels or market segments to maximize total expected revenue or profits in the face of uncertain levels of demand for the service. So these are the points that are coming under the uh, yield management process. Very important. They will ask you 7 mark question. Explain in detail what is that yield management process. Okay, you have to work on that. Then what is the importance of yield management? Why every company should maintain that yield management in their organization? First one is improved forecasting for the purpose to analyze the forecast, okay, about the future life, about the future coming orders. Okay, you need to analyze the customer needs and need to improve that forecasting in your organization. Improved seasonal pricing for the purpose to improve your price levels in a season, for the purpose to make it possible, for the purpose to product should be available in the organization, you need to maintain that particular inventory in your organization. Identifying of new market segments, already what kind of particular segments are there with respect to your organization. Then how you are going to identify the new market segments, what are the needs, you need to identify that. Identification of market segments demands, by doing such a kind of new market segments, is there any demand to the your product or no, you need to analyze that. Then enhanced coordination between the front office and sales division, no doubt, for the purpose to give such a kind of services to the end user, you need to maintain a good relationship between the front office and as a service sales division and service also. So you need to determine the discounting activity, improve development of short term and long term business plans, how you are going to improve your long term businesses and short term businesses. Short terms are only for profit making, and long term business strategies or any plans to the for the purpose to maintain your good relationship between you and your end users. Okay, so that is the point. Establishment of a value based rate structure. Okay, then savings in labor costs and other operating expenses. Why we should maintain inventory means, or yield management means is, means instead of wasting more time with your labors, okay, you have to give at a time more work and take more particular units of production from them. So when there is orders, okay, if, in that time you can sell that particular product, means you can save that labor costs also. So planned responses to guest inquiries or any requests regarding the reservations. Okay, these are the points that are coming under the importance of yield management. Then coming to next point, that is key factors leading to provide gap two of the service provider, that is quality of service standards. So before going to start this, I want to take some more points related to the first gap. Yes, Dhanasri Bide, all have to come in video mode. Fast, make it fast. Yes, Narayan. Tell me, what is gap 1?
Sir, it leads to uh, expectation, sir. Like it's a gap between company's product and consumers' expectation.
Huh? Tell me.
Consumers' expectation, sir, where company fails to reach consumers' expectation.
Okay. What is that exactly?
I just know this much, sir, that company fails to produce the expected product of consumers, sir.
Correct. Then what I told about the gap 2? I
No,
already
sir, not.
explained to the class in first class only. I covered all gap 1, gap 2, gap 3, gap 4. Yes, what is that?
No, sir, not getting it.
This is the relationship between two particular points. What are those points? Or it is a gap between two points. What is that exactly? The gap between 2 points, those 2 points are customer driven service designs and standards, and next one is management perceptions of customer expectations. See, your gap 2 is totally depend on these 2 points only. What as a customer, they are going to think about what are the service designs and standards by the company. Then the relation means between the management or company management perceptions of customer expectations. Okay, so depend on these points. Okay, you need to analyze why there is a more demand to the customer uh, uh, service designs and standards, and what that exactly how management should analyze the perceptions of customer expectations. So depend on these particular points only. Okay, your whole this unit is dependent. That is second gap of your service quality standards. So what that exactly customer driven service designs and standards, Akila? Explained already. Akila Hiremat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me, what is that exactly customer driven service designs and standards?
Sir, these are the standards, sir, which are expected by the customers, sir, from the service providers.
Huh? Service design
Yes,
means
sir.
what?
Sir, the way the services are to be delivered
Huh?
to the customers. So the way the services are to be delivered to the customers,
Then
the
standards
service
are
design. So standards are like, sir, sir, no idea, sir.
as an MBA student, you should aware about this. Customer driven
Yes, sir.
service
So
designs are how you are going to
yes, sir.
plan about how to give that such a kind of service to the end users. How much time you are going to take?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are the features those are coming under that? That is what design is. Whatever
Yes,
service
sir.
blueprint is there, that is also coming into the design only.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
And standards are what are the principles you are going to follow
Hmm.
with respect to time, with
Yes,
respect to
sir.
product, with respect to customer, okay, with respect to behavior, with respect to relationship, quality, price, any
Yes, sir.
discounts, any offers, everything. So, what are the facilities, extra facilities you are giving them? How you are maintaining a good relationship between you and your customers, right? By sending some particular
Yes, sir.
SMSs or email, Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Those
sir.
are the standards.
Yes, sir.
Then management perception of customer expectations are how management should aware about the how customers they are perceiving about the company. What are the quality of expectations they are expecting from the company? How they are going to think about the company? Where I need to change my particular service? What are the standard it is still I need to improve? Those all points. Okay, so depend on these two. Okay, uh, majorly customer driven service designs and standards, and the relationship between this and management perception of customer expectation, whatever the gap is there, that is called as gap 2 of your service quality standards. Then what are the factors leading to provide any gap 2? What are factors that is going to stretch such a kind of any particular gap 2 of your uh, service marketing? First one is that is poor service design. There is no any proper service design by the management. Okay, services you are giving to the end user, but there is no any such a kind of any you are not following any quality. You are not going to following any principles. There is no any time management. There is no any qualified workers. Those competencies are not going to map to the end users expectations. All right, so those are the points. Unsystematic new service. Okay, there is no any development process also. Vague and undefined service designs. Okay, absence of customer driven standards. You're not going to take any feedback from the end users. You're not going to give respect to the end users also. You are not going to maintain any relationship with your end users. You're not going to analyze what kind of competitors they're giving such a kind of particular services and how they are maintaining their relationship with others. No. Lack of customer driven service standards, absence of process of management to focus on consumer requirements. You're not going to uh, focus on the consumer requirements, what is the need when they want that particular product, everything. Absence of formal process for setting service quality goals, inappropriate physical evidence and service scape. So these are the particular all factors leading gap to of your service quality standards. So by analyzing these all points, okay, then what are the particular strategies you need to implement for your gap 2? Yes, tell me in generally. Yes, Jasvina.
Yes,
Jasvina.
sir.
Yes, how you are going to improve gap 2? What are the strategies you are going to implement for the purpose to reduce that gap 2 of your service standards and quality?
So improving the design, improving the quality
Huh?
of the product,
Okay.
reducing the time of the product delivery, like
Huh?
reducing the number of days,
Huh?
then improving the quality instead of using low quality material for the building of the product, so
Okay.
that if the product quality is good, the customers will be loyal to us.
Okay.
And sir, also uh, changing the physical evidence of the product, like whatever is there on the packaging, the same product I will be putting in the boxing also, unboxing.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, those are you can write in generally also, but these are the major 8 particular strategies you need to write in the exam. That is customer defined standards. You need to analyze, okay, what kind of particular standard is they are expecting from the